Hi there. Please come on in, take a seat, make yourself at home. Okay, so first, I would like to apologize for the vest. It is actually practicality because it is so warm in the studio today that I may be liable to sweat. I've certainly been sweating through my clothes, so I hope you can forgive me for that. But it is kind of appropriate because what we're working with today is the root chakra. Now, the root chakra, depending on who you talk to, is located at the base of the spine, or sometimes it's considered to be located a little bit lower, just, if you like, hang in there, if you see what I'm getting at. But for our purposes, we're working from the base, so the bottom of the coccyx. Okay, now your root chakra is exactly what you would imagine it to be. It is your connection to the earth. It is your strength, your ability to be grounded, and it also represents your links to families and your links to other people. Your ability, in a way, to network with the planet, with Gaia, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have to be Gaia. So when we work with the root chakra, what we're working with is your ability to not just connect to the planet, but to connect to other people. And also the kind of stoicism that you associate with strength and your ability to basically almost be a warrior. Okay? Now, I know that sounds a little silly, but it's important. And it's important because it allows us to essentially express all of the other chakras through the root, if you see what I mean. And also that everything grows from there up. So it's an important one to cleanse, it's an important one to look after, and it's an important one to control. So, one of the things associated with the root chakra is breathing, because when we breathe appropriately, we ground ourselves. And when we ground ourselves, that adds credence and strength to the chakra. So, without further ado, let's light your candle. And so for this session, the intention is to grant you strength and the ability to remain level-headed, and also the ability to connect to others. And so we will light the candle. Someone is starting a rather noisy engine outside, but that's okay. And we'll set the intention with the candle, as we always do. And this will help us to ground, and it will help us to cleanse as well. So it's kind of a simple session today. We've got a hematite for the stone, which is the color of the root chakra, which is generally considered to be a kind of dull red or vermilion or claret, or sometimes even a burnt umber or brown. But I always see it as kind of red. Pardon my gut. Now, breathing is important. So we're going to do 2 sets of different breathing exercises. The first one is 3-3, and then we'll do 3-4-5. And the idea is that we are progressively relaxing the body so that we can work better with the root chakra. Okay? So 3-3 first. And so, with me, as best you can, in, and hold, and out, in, hold, and out, in, hold, and out. Okay. Now with the 3-4-5, what I want you to do is really go from the gut, like we did with the previous chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus. But this is so that we ground you. Okay, so 3-4-5. You ready? In. Hold. Out. In. hold, and out. Last time, in, hold, and out. And that's it. Good. So already, you should be, I feel it, you should be feeling a little bit of weight here. Almost like someone's attached some of those old cartoon ton weights to your arms or to your legs. And we are just riding him. We are just relaxing and going with it. The ultimate objective for when I work with the root chakra is to essentially melt. If you're lying down, a good sense of how you're doing is if you feel yourself sort of melting into the mattress, so you almost pass through it, And that way, you can relax, sure, but it also helps to recharge the root chakra and align it. So a lot of people, a lot of Reiki practitioners talk about aligning the chakras. And a lot of that is to do with the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. Now, I'm no scientist. These are scientific terms, okay? But the way I understand it is that there's a top and a bottom. And what you want is for the two to be roughly aligned. It's one of the benefits of standing up straight, having good posture. It flows into feng shui and a lot of different things. And meditation. So when you enter the lotus position, or however you meditate, you want to keep your head aligned with your butt, pretty much. Okay? And the reason that is because that aligns the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system, which sounds pretty fancy, but it's not. It's just simple communication. It goes for the same with the chakras, because the chakras are sequential. They go up or they go down, depending on which way you go. You want to keep them aligned as best you can, which is why good posture is important. And the base of your posture is your root chakra. Okay? So it's always good, especially if you meditate, to keep everything aligned, your parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems. Okay? That way, the chakras can easily communicate with one another, and it can flow through the information. It's the same with the nervous system. You don't want to have any clogs, You want a good through flow of chi, energy. Okay, good. Might I say how wonderful you are looking today. You look great. And I hope that where possible, you've been charging up your own stones and using them in your day-to-day life. Of course, if you don't, that's fine too. Do whatever makes you happy. Just remember, you have a duty to look after yourself. The way you do that is up to you. Kind of all amounts to the same thing eventually, anyway. Self-care is being self-aware. That's terrible. I just made that up. Give me a second. Hold on there. quick. It's just some energy cutting, okay? It's just some scissors, don't worry. Just because there's quite almost like split ends, I guess you could say. Okay, good. Sorry about that. A little distraction. But don't worry about. Also, what I want to do as well, got this bad boy out. Just the standard middle C tone, 256. Just want to hit this a couple of times with your permission, and that frequency will help to balance out your root chakra. Okay, you ready? And just over your head, everywhere. And just very quickly, because we can actually use this as a wand as well, I'm gonna rub it like this over your head. Okay, good. Man, it is hot. Sheesh. Okay. Let's get back to it. I'm gonna get a little closer, if that's okay. Just so I can do a little bit of precision plucking. Sorry about that. Whoops. Knocked over a shoe, apparently. Okay. Let's get some. Good. Okay, I think what we're going to do is some more breathing exercises. Okay, so just 4, 4, 4. So in with me on 4, hold for 4, half for 4. So in, hold, and out. In, hold, and out. In, hold, and out. Okay, good. As you can see, I'm getting very sweaty, so I apologize about as profusely as I am perspiring. Or rather, maybe both. We'll see how it goes. What we really want to do is just clear this up. Now, this might seem unusual because I haven't done it with you before, but I am actually going to get down quite low. I'm not going to touch you, and you'll just hear me doing this below you. And that's just to clear the pathway of excess energy from your root chakra to the ground. Okay, so just excuse me for a minute. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, good. How are you feeling? You okay? Good. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of the time when you work with the root chakra, it can open up things, you know. You can get kind of emotional sometimes too. And you can leave it feeling quite drained. So, although I would always recommend it, drink plenty of water after this session, okay? Basically become water. Maybe have a bath. All right. Good. I think we're about there. So let's do your Reiki symbol and blow out your candle. So it is. Do you remember? And there we go. And let your intention flow over you. And it will manifest. Okay. Thank you so much for today. I apologize for the heat. Obviously the AC isn't working. But next session, we'll have a round sort of recap of what we've been doing. And do some general energy work, as well as maybe some fairly intense cleanups. Okay? But until then, take care, and I'll see you very soon. Okay? Stay cool. Bye-bye.